EMAW. EMAW.
Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe in home of the Kansas State Wildcats. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the #1 team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
No way, my running back hurt. Take the game off. You sit out there with you. How about that? You sit there with my ball. Oh, you red shirt player. Oh, you do it like that.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
Two receivers right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Hard running there. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive.
I love offensive coordinators that are not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Terry. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Yeah, 25 right now. Fuck you, man. I'm gonna want a big cut on this play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Essentially, the line is bare. Pussy nigga can't grab. Fucking bitch put no hair. I don't know. That ain't over me. Pussy nigga can't rap. charger? Great. All right, Violet, come here. All right, Violet. Come on. I'm sorry. But don't be putting stuff in your mouth. Okay? Hold it up. Be still. Can you be still? Can you be still? Violet. Oh, sorry. Tom. Come on. Wait. Talking to Oliver. Have your hand on. Okay, good night, buddy.
Good night, good night, good night.
You need to party about it? You need to party? Come here. You need to pee? Okay, let me brush your teeth first, okay? Don't swallow it. There you go. That's not a big deal.
Dad, I'll go mom clean now.
Oh no. Jeez. Come on. Shit. Good night. Love you. Like a bitch with no hair. Knives on my knob too. My bad, chat.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
My bad, chat. Y'all trying to see your show in the chat. My bad, chat.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Yeah.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He'll field the ball and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways. They were
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. Back in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Please. me see. Fuck.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star makes a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Terry. Fires one high and deep. And the pass is intercepted.
And he failed.
Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats get the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Damn,
Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Terry. Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Cowboys in the hurry up. They go to the ground. powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wow, pretty triangle, bro.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Ball placement is paramount on a throw like that, and the quarterback was perfect, and the receiver hauled it in.
I mean, drop it in the bucket. What a great throw. Put that ball outside where only my wide receiver can get it, where it's not in harm's way of the DB, make it an interception. My guy can go make a play. Nice throw by the QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
Fucking bitch with no hair. Man, put this shit down. You groceries, got so many groceries. You get that grocery. Got groceries for days. Ice cream ain't no good. I'm gonna try to eat. I really want it, but I ain't no good. Trying bad money, please don't get me started. Damn, you 950 calories per container? Damn. A lot of calories. Yeah, man. This is unhealthy as fuck. Shit, now. I gave what that weekend touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this round.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Daniel ball. I mean, it was 1 for 1. Man, this shit crazy.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Trying to get to it. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page. Gets the 1st down.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. They'll throw it on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 40-yard line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
Wow, knowing that I've got 3.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Because that's one way to ensure there's no return if the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Such as breathing and blood pressure. When this connection was broken, death was instantaneous.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Terry. Quick completion on the out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, wants to throw it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to him. A strike downfield. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. Never a doubt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
I was so Randall only got 2 points. That's crazy. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. I had Chad folding, you're trying to fold close and play the game. Impossible. He been working with the A1 running one. I stay hustling like ain't already won. Move the truck, load the music about time. I know niggas just like me. me where you from. A1FPT, my plug in my big farm. Alright, that's lucky. I'm finna score 70.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
What kind of field position can he help them? And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Terry. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him and get him down and limit him, that was pretty impressive.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got
and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Cowboys are flying down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Can't believe it.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Looking to throw on second down. Touchdown, Kansas State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Shoots it to the left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
so surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll keep it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He caught it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, it's Santos. He's got his man. Runs through the tackle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Yates. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Kansas State pushing the pace. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they can...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Santos. It's complete to the left. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the... Send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. Strikes the blow. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The quick out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
EMAW.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Santos. Back open in the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires the pass, intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Got him downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch. But guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what? These stats are they count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Santos. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Into the end zone, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What if you want? Boy, that's crazy. I think he's gonna get my son a little practice in. Fish. Irish. Fish. Play back up next. Get the dog ready. First rounder. EMAW. Cool. Always cool.
I don't know if he went and I was on the dance floor rocking the moves up, like
Fuck. I want to. Whatever. Do what you gotta do, nigga. What you call me? Sit the fuck down. Fuck you. How was that? You heard what the fuck I said? Nigga? Oh, me and nigga? Fuck you. Right minute, just do what you gonna do. Whatever. However you wanna play it, you're dead. For sure. You're fucking dead. We're gonna see. I'm getting all your fucking